This is KVCI.blogspot.com, Boston G.B.R. on YouTube. Once again, this is the state president of the NAACP, Edward Dubose. And so, Edward Dubose, explain to me briefly, what did you do inside, and what was the outcome of it?
Well,
and where do you go from here?
Briefly on the inside, what we did was make the city aware that we're aware of the hate symbols that are being used to strike fear and to create an atmosphere of terrorism in the minds of the people. We let the city know that we are aware of the citizens who have been targeted and the fact that nothing has happened to the perpetrators. The perpetrators being the fire chief and the police officers who should have been not only fired but put in jail. The outcome on the behalf of the city is that swinging a noose around is simply a joke. The outcome for the people standing behind me is that we plan to take this further to the Justice Department, to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, to the GBI, and to the streets. We plan to take this to the point of making sure that our end goal, meaning that the fire chief must go, the officers who created this atmosphere of hate using the symbols must go, those behind the scenes who did not put a physical hand in creating this incident but were a part of the plot must go. The mayor is already on her way out, and we thank God that he's already moved before we could get there. And so we understand, sir, that this is serious, and we take it in the full context that when we leave this county, our brothers and sisters, both white and black, who are with us, will endure some hard times. So as we leave, we want to encourage them that this is a fight. There will be some casualties, but God is in charge of this battle, and at the end, we're going to win.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, one other thing I heard, I was sitting here and I was standing here and I was listening. I also heard people talking about their light bills. I heard people talk about deaths that have not been resolved. I heard other issues here in this city. My blog and my YouTube, I intend to highlight things that others may ignore. So would you make a brief statement on what the NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, intend to do, or are you going to let that fall, or are you going to follow up on that aspect of the cries from the community that they've been in pain for such a long time?
Yeah, and thank you so much. Let me first of all, too, thank Larry Neesmith, our local president, for his courage. Amen. But let me also say, and what I said to the people, highlight bill or utility bill, period, in predominantly African American areas as opposed to the white areas. The murders unsolved in this county. The people who have been intimidated and fired. That's right. All connect to the noose. All connect to the noose. Right. And I think people have to understand that the symbol is a mindset of hate. And if the mindset is such that I can put a noose in your area, then I can take the same mindset and create a disparity in how I raise one person's utility bills versus another. If I have the mindset of this hate symbol, the noose, then I can easily kill a person who's black because I don't see them as human anyway. If I've got the mindset of the noose, I can tell a African American on the job, bye, and fire you. Amen. Because I don't even think that you should have been on the job in the first place. Now, so I think that the citizens in this county have got to first understand that the noose ain't just simply a rope. That's right. The noose was used to hang strange fruit on the tree. And we've got to take that in the context that it is. Now, to take a noose and put it around the neck of a fireman, one of your colleagues in in an interview with the superior, the person who has the authority to hire or fire you, and nothing to be done, tells me that this symbol is something that anybody looking at this interview on YouTube need to join us in January and February, and by Malcolm X's word, by any means necessary, we need to deal with this city.
My fellow Americans, you've heard the state president of the state of Georgia, NAACP, Dubose, just gave a message. You have people standing behind him that are outstandingly concerned about the problems in this community. This is KVCI out of Valdosta, Georgia. I travel to Douglas because that's what I do. KVCI.blogspot.com, on YouTube, Boston, G.B.R. Doing what we do because we know that the dry bones in the valley must be resurrected on the square and brought to new life, so we can say, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Let's thank Brother George. Let's thank Brother George. Give it up for Brother George. When I say Brother George, you say don't stop. Brother George. 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 Don't stop.
Thank you.
All right. Real. All right, this is real. That's right.
Oh, please don't go nowhere yet. Once again, this is KVCI.blogspot.com. Bye-bye, we're gone.